Hi, I'm Dr. Jack Bacaltas. I'm a pediatrician. I'm a wife to an awesome liver surgeon. I'm a mom to a really talkative 5-year-old. I'm currently a pregnant mom, 5 months, going 6 months, and I'm also a mom entrepreneur. And I'm so happy that you're here taking a look into USANA Health Sciences. Because for me, 4 years ago when I started and realizing up to now, USANA is really, the best of both worlds, true health and true wealth. What I'm going to share with you in the next few minutes is a way to add value to your life, to the lives of your loved ones, and to the lives of those around you. I hope you stick around. And for me, we all have different stories, but mine really started with, not having any idea at all of entrepreneurship or anything like that. I've always wanted to be a doctor. That has always been my dream ever since I was little. I did become one. I graduated 2007, finished my pediatric degree 2012, and I was about to fly to Australia to finish my neonatology fellowship training there. But then I also became a mom at about the same time. It wasn't a hindrance to me at first. I mean, I was still willing to pursue my career despite of. But my son, when he was 3 weeks old, he had a condition. It's called FBIS. And it's a condition wherein I needed to be there for him. So it was a moment in my life where I had to choose. Is it career or my family? You guessed it. I chose my family. So I became a stay-at-home, exclusively breastfeeding, direct latching on mom. So I have to tell you, it was really full of love for me. I wasn't, I was lacking on that part. But at the back of my mind, I was also thinking, how can I still continue to be productive? How can I still continue to earn, to contribute to the household? How can I be useful? Because I felt so useless at that time. Useless in terms of productivity, not in terms of motherhood. At the same time, I was also thinking I couldn't leave my son. I couldn't go back to pediatric practice. I couldn't leave him because he needed me. I wanted to have more time as well. So my only options at that time was really home base or online. But what? I didn't know any skill. The only thing I knew was about being a doctor and was about pediatrics. So one day, and I would always say that this was a God-given moment, my dad gave me one book randomly. And he asked me to read this. The book was Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. I had so many insights from that book. That book really opened the door to entrepreneurship. From that book, I learned that there are forces of income in this world. Employee, self-employed, business owner, investor. Doctors belong to the self-employed, as most of us, 95% of the people. But the true wealth, wherein that affords you more time to do the things that you want, belongs to the other quadrant, which is becoming a business owner and an investor. But I had no experience. I had no business background. I didn't know anything about business. And I had so many criteria. Number one, it has to be online because I couldn't leave. Right? And it has to be stable. The integrity of the company or the business should be top notch because my license is also at stake. The products has to be unique and highly consumable as well. It should be part of a growing trend. There should be leverage, long-term legacy, support and training system. And perhaps the most important for me at that time was that investment capital. It has to be reasonable and affordable because I didn't have money. What got into my mind, I started an online shop selling clothes. But about 3 months of doing that, I realized this was not a sustainable business for me. It afforded me no time. I was doing everything on my own with little profit, and said, this isn't the business that I want. Then I remembered USANA was introduced to me 2 years before I actually started. It was introduced to me by the daughter of my pediatric mentor. When I saw her again, at that time, she was 26 years old. She was already a gold director, was already earning 200,000 pesos in a month. And I was saying to myself, this 26 years old is earning that, and I barely earn anything. So I called her up, and that's actually the start of my USANA story. Now, I know it's different for you. We all have different needs. We all have different wants in life, different stories. You and I are both unique. But I have some few questions with you, because these were the questions that are going through my mind when I finally decided to start. Do you have the finances that you want? Do you have the health that you want? Do you have the time that you want? If no is the answer to any of those questions, then perhaps USANA is the right option for you, and perhaps you deserve to take a look into this some more. Okay. So USANA actually started in 1992. This is our immaculate facility in Salt Lake City, Utah, and it's also an US FDA registered facility. But in order for you to understand USANA, you also have to understand the founder. Just like in any business, just like in any company, before you get in, you first get to know the founder himself. And this is where it got me really, excited. USANA's founder is actually a doctor, a scientist, an immunologist, a microbiologist, who first started a company in the 1970s. His research at that time were focused on infectious disease. His laboratory at that time is Gull Laboratories, focusing on antiviral test kits. But later in the centuries, when people are no longer dying from infectious disease like cholera, smallpox, and people already now dying of diabetes, cancer, stroke, these are degenerative diseases. He now shifted his research to degenerative disease and started USANA Health Sciences, which is really centered on health and nutrition. And the vision of the company really started with creating the healthiest family on earth. And what started in 1992 exploded in 24 different markets worldwide, including the Philippines, which started in 2009, with more than 560,000 active distributors and preferred customers worldwide, with over millions of dollars increasing sales year by year, and publicly traded in the New York Stock Exchange. As we talk about how health really starts at the cellular level, I mentioned a while ago about degenerative diseases, right? Take a look at this. The top 5 causes of death these days are cardiovascular disease, cancer, stroke, respiratory diseases, diabetes. And if you notice, these are degenerative disease. Where do we get this? From the environment, from free radicals attacking our cells. Where do we get that? From pollution, stress, radiation, toxins, poor lifestyle choices, poor food choices. The free radicals are attacking our healthy cells, causing oxidative stress. Now, let me put it this way. I'll give an example of oxidation. Take a look at an apple. Okay, if you slice an apple and then just leave it on the table, what will happen to the apple? It will turn brown, right? That's oxidation. How about a guacamole? A guacamole is a mixture of avocado. You mix it and then you just put it on the table in the air, out in the open air. It will turn brown. That's also oxidation. Then people put lime on the guacamole so that it won't turn brown. Do you remember that? They put lime in it for it not to turn brown. The lime there represents the antioxidant. By introducing antioxidants, it will actually slow down the browning process or the oxidation or the aging process in our case. Increasing oxidation in poor lifestyle choices, poor food choices, stress, pollution in the environment increases oxidation and therefore increases the risk for degenerative diseases. This is why it is very important to add antioxidants and vitamins to our lives. What's the best source of antioxidants and vitamins and minerals? Of course, it's fruits and vegetables. But can you honestly say that you can eat 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every meal, every day? I'm a vegetable eater. I'm a fruit eater as well. But I couldn't say that I can eat 9 to 13 servings every meal, every day. This is why, supplementation, vitamins, minerals are actually there to bridge the nutritional gap, the things that we lack because we cannot do it on our own. And USANA has made it easy for us to bridge the nutritional gap by providing the USANA Essentials, which is a multivitamin designed to supplement a healthy diet. Imagine this. You'd have to eat approximately 22,000 calories to get the same amount of nutrients found in the daily dose of USANA Essentials. 2 years ago, they already made it with intelligence technology. When this was first introduced, that was the first thing that came into my mind. What is that? It's already very good, and why do you have to level it up? And then I finally understood when they explained that, the USANA Essentials already has the optimal amount of vitamins, minerals that can optimally nourish your cells. It also has an enhanced antioxidant protection, The cell signaling helps your cells protect themselves with powerful endogenous antioxidants. I mean, it helps your cells produce your own antioxidants. Endogenous meaning your own. Now it has added, and this is where I was really like mind blown, like the cell signaling, which is brought about by the intelligence in its essentials, also can optimize the process of cell renewal to recycle the aging parts of your cell. So imagine getting the innovative cellular renewal, enhanced antioxidant protection, and optimal nourishment in your daily dose of USANA Essentials. And we all have this third-party regulating bodies giving USANA its seal of approval. There's still a lot of them, but we didn't just include it in this slide. In some parts of the world, in some markets like the US, Australia, Singapore, they have this My Health Pack wherein you can actually personalize your vitamins, your nutritional needs. Just add it up in your website. You can just add up and place it in packets with your name in it, and you can carry it around with you as you go along with your day. It's convenient and it's personalized. We also, USANA also believes that nutrition is important not just for adults, but it is important for everyone. Hence, USANA has multivitamins for the whole family. There's prenatal essentials for the pregnant women and the breastfeeding women, and chewables or the USANA for children, which I so love for my son. And there's the body rocks for the teens. Now, if you can also note that all of these prenatal essentials, USANA body rocks, and the USANA essentials, they all have no labels of no approved therapeutic claims. USANA also understands that our needs are different. A pregnant mom like me, I have different needs from a bodybuilder or an athletic person. We have different needs. Now, USANA has a wide array of USANA optimizers that you can add to your USANA essentials. My favorites are Biomega or the fish oil. There's the Hepasil, that's for the liver, glucosamine or the percosan for the joints, and calcium and magnesium, of course, for the bones as well. Hey, so if you can see also here, this was also the first thing that I asked when this was introduced to me. Is it listed in the PPD or the PDR? All of the products are actually listed there. So you can see that doctors can actually recommend them. They can actually prescribe them. And if you're not so familiar with that, right now, over 7,000 athletes all over the world are USANA users. USANA is even the official health supplement supplier for the Women's Tennis Association and including our very own Manny Pacquiao. I mean, athletes are the ones who are very meticulous with their bodies, with what they take in, because their bodies, their health is their life. It has to be in optimal state. Yeah. So our second line of products is the USANA Foods. And what I love about this, they're the NutriMeal. It's already a complete meal replacement. The carbohydrates, it's gluten-free, it already has the proteins, it has the dietary fiber, it's low glycemic. I mean, I used it for breakfast when I rush off and I don't have time already to cook, eggs and bacon and stuff. So I'm assured that I already have a complete meal and healthy at that. If you're going to use it for weight management, we have this 5-day reset program. We've had some successful stories with it, a lot of successful stories. And we also have the 20-day Be Healthy program. We can walk you through this if you are interested with these programs. And our third line of product, which I so love because, aesthetic, of course, is one of the primary, priorities, especially for women. Skincare, cellular skincare, I love it because it's mild. It's really more for hydration, for anti-aging. It's paraben-free. It's really mild on the skin. Hope you take a look at this. This is my best friend. She's Coach Tara. She's also one of the mompreneurs. She's based in Australia, and she documented this in a 9-week using of Celavive, and look at just how glowing and how hydrated her skin is, right? It's really, like I said, it's really about hydration, which I really love. This is another mompreneur teammate that we have. She's from the US and she was using the eye cream and her eyes are, again, hydrated. I love it. Now, probably if you're thinking at the moment now, what products you can actually use, the ones who introduced you to this video or to USANA, do ask them a little more information about the individual products which you can use for the recommendations. So don't worry about that. We have the True Health Assessment, and the ones who introduced this to you can walk you through. Now let me ask you a serious question. Do you think more about health or your finances? I know most people would answer finances. It's even ironic that most people sacrifice their health to gain wealth and then later on in life use their wealth to regain health. How about you? Do you want that? I mean, what if you can get both, the best of both worlds? Health and wealth. Would you love that? I'll show you how the business part of Visan works. Before I show you that, I want to introduce to you like the two people that I admire so much. Their photo isn't here at the moment, but should you finish this video, message me. I'll introduce you to them personally. They're my mentors Baja and Shara Malano. They're both nurses. They were working overseas at about 7 or 8 years ago. They're already Emerald directors at the moment. 6 years in Hisana, they've already committed 26 million pesos. Nurses, younger than me. Crazy, right? That's how Hisana can do for you. I don't know with the current company that you're probably working on or you're familiar with, like there are mostly two ways of paying you, right? Like salary, commissions perhaps, Christmas bonus, or 13th month pay. Usana has 6 ways of paying you. You have 6 ways to earn in Usana. Number 1, of course, there's retail sales. You buy a product at distributor price and you earn profit from it. For selling, you sell it for more, you earn the profit from it. That's retail sales. The second way to earn is the weekly commissions. This is what I love most, but because it's where it really becomes big. The weekly commissions, you earn up to 20% of the product sales from the customers and the team sales volume. I'm gonna expound more on that later on. The third way to earn is the lifetime matching bonus. As you sponsor individuals in the business, you can earn up to 15% of their commissions added to your paycheck. Because lifetime matching bonus actually encourages you to help your team some more. You help your team more. The more they earn, the more you get 15% of their commissions. It's really a way of helping more people. That's added to your paycheck. The fourth way to earn is the incentive programs. And this is where it gets really exciting because it's free stuff, free iPads, free travels. We've already experienced the Maldives travel. We've had the 5 days free travel, all expense status, and everything was free in Maldives. And we had a Dubai, also 5 days stay in Atlantis, Tapam, Dubai. Yes, and this year they're actually going to Budapest, Hungary in Europe. Guys, I mean, it's crazy. I love traveling so much more if it's for free. Right? The fifth way to earn is the leadership bonus. So the leadership bonus, when you take 3% of the worldwide weekly bonus pool, if you get part of the top leaders or the top income earners of that week, you get part of the 3% of the worldwide weekly bonus pool. And then the sixth one is the elite bonus. And this is where it's interesting because if you become top 50 in the whole world, you actually get a portion of quarterly $1 million bonus. Filipinos have already been included in the elite bonus circle, so don't you worry, it's possible. Let me introduce you some more on the mechanism, right? So like I said, I'm going to expound some more. Okay, as you start your Usana business, when you start, you will get a business center. Now, it's like having a franchise. Say, for example, you get a Starbucks franchise. If you have a Starbucks franchise, you actually get paid when you move coffee, right? So in Usana, in our case, it's moving Usana products. Is it easier to move it by yourself or with a team? Of course, with a team. Now in here, we refer to teams as left and right. It will just represent 2 organizations that you're going to lead. Now, as the products move from left and right, product points, the points you actually get from the products, as the products move from Jen's team, for example, you have a friend whose name's Jen, you place it in your left side of your organization, and Bob, another friend, you placed him in the right side of your organization, and you're helping Jen's team, and you're helping Bob's team. As you and your team starts to move products left and right, you start to work with your team, you help your team, your business centers start to earn points, therefore commissions. Okay, how do you get commissions from all the points? And these are just points, right? Okay, you get the commissions 20% from the smaller side, which in this case, it's Bob's team. 1,400 points times 20%, that's $280 or $14,840 for that week alone. So there's a difference, right? There's 1,500 points and 1,004. There's a difference. What about the 100 points different? The 100 points will be rolled over to your next week's commission, so no points are actually wasted. The cutoff of points tally is every Saturday, 2 p.m. And as your products move through your organization again, you'll be helping your team, you start to earn commission, you and your team will start to rank advance. These are the leadership rank advancements, which is also equivalent or indicative of your income. So at the moment, I'm an Emerald Director. The one under me is Coach Tara. She's a Gold Director as well, and so on. It's really about helping each other. Helping each other as you continue to grow, you help your team, all of you also benefit from it. It's really team sales volume. And that's what I love here, because it's about helping each other, and you get to be working with people who are as passionate as you, who are as growth oriented as you, and who are also earning as you. Okay. So lastly, how do you start? Now you start with USANA by starting either a 1 business center or a 3 business center. A 1 business center, you have a potential income of $1,000 per week. Okay, and the fastest rank to achieve is Gold Director. With the 3 business centers, the potential, it's times 3. Your income is multiplied. We think of it as like having 1 franchise or 3 franchise, 1 Starbucks franchise or 3 Starbucks franchise. Which one earns more? The 3 franchise, of course. Same case here. 3 business centers earns more. So the potential income here is $3,000 per week, with the fastest rank to achieve Diamond Director. Okay, so if you're in this for the business, go for the 3 business centers, because it's multiple streams of income, and then like hitting multiple birds with one stone. I love that. Doing the same effort and getting much more than that. I love the thought of that. That's 3 business centers for you. Now we have amazing packages, discounted packages for you. Now for 3 business centers, that's 500 points. We call this the Healthy Lifestyle Package, where you get all these products, the 4 essentials, 3 profitability, the optimizers. We will explain this to you in a little bit in more details in the call. And the 500 points actually only amounts to $46,390. These are in distributor price. There's no membership fee. You just really get the products at distributor price. It's amazing. All right. So this is the 1 business center package, or the 300 points. The Healthy Foundation package, $27,390. When you get a business for only $27,000, the usual business that came into my mind at that time when I was still deciding, I was thinking of a franchise like a potato corner franchise, and it cost around $800,000 to $1 million, and I didn't have that. And it was crazy to think that when this was introduced to me, it was just $27,390. There's even installment terms. You can use your credit cards and you can pay for 1 year, which is what I did. Like I said, I didn't have any money when I started. Okay, so you might think, like, who succeeds in USANA? So we have so many people, like hundreds of people in the $1 Million Club already. And you might think, oh, maybe they're all doctors because, doc, you're a doc. No, there's probably only 2 or 3 doctors here. There's stay-at-home moms here. There's a policeman, security guards. There's a high school graduate. There's even a 21-year-old who's part of the $1 Million Club. And as you can see, it's really like your cultural background or your race or your profession doesn't even matter. It's really, really up to you. And a Filipino, our mentor, our leader in our team, mentors Billy and Josephine de la Fuente, they already belong to that elite bonus circle that I told you about. They're already part of that. They're 10-star Diamond Directors, the top income earner in the Philippines. It's also possible. He's a chemical engineer. His wife is a hotel concierge before she started USANA. So you might think, I don't have any knowledge, not much knowledge about health or about business. That's okay, because we all started with 0 knowledge with everything. But what we can tell you is that we have resources. We have Health and Freedom weekly presentations. We have recorded presentations. When you start with USANA, you will be given your personal USANA website, where in there's the hub, and you can get product trainings, product information that you can review there. And there's the support, of course, of the Mompreneurs International team. We have online trainings, recorded trainings that you can go over at your own time. I mean, it's really perfect. I mean, it's really a perfect business because the training and the support system is already there. What I love about why I'm doing this is that you get paid because you help people and you get to be around awesome people. Even a stay-at-home mom, you can have personal development, or even, you can get personal development for free. If you knew me before, I pride myself as an introvert person. I'm still an introvert at the moment, but I pride myself as an intentional introvert extrovert. I can be an extrovert when I need to. Of course, the income. I mean, this was my first year income in Yasana. I mean, there's 161% increase, and it's just crazy. I didn't even think at first that it was possible. Health is priceless. I mean, you can really measure that. It gives you the freedom to do the things that you want. Health, it's actually a gift that you can give to your loved ones. You get to have the freedom to do the things that you want, freedom to take care of your families. And of course, to our kids, I get to spend time with my son. You get to spend time with your kids, because love for them is really spelled TIME time. But the most important question for now is really, where do you see yourself? Are you surviving life? I mean, do you love life? Do you wake up with a purpose? Do you feel like you're giving back, or you're making a difference in the lives of others? Because I tell you, nothing feels better. Hear me now. And just bear with me. I mean, USANA products, they can help everyone. But I will be the first to tell you that this business is not for everyone. It takes hard work, commitment, and deep passion to serve others. But if you want to see a better life today, please, I encourage you to take a look into USANA, because your life will never be the same. I hope to see you again soonest. And please, with the ones who gave you this video, or the ones who introduced you, discuss with us some more how you can start. Hope to see you again. Bye.